Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas
And Usha Motuzėtė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 30 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 740 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Jeovane, and he asks, "Hello Vidas, could you help me with a question? What is the significance in registrations of Grandeur, Grandeur and Plein Jeu? I learned that Plein Jeu is the combination of all the fonts and mixtures. Grandeur is the combination of all the principals, mixtures and reeds, and Grandeur, a organ tutti. Is this correct?" So let's discuss this. There are some interesting details here that.
But I think he answered his own question almost.
No. There are some details that need to be corrected.
Okay, then correct them.
Okay, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. So let's start with two main loud registrations of French classical organ music, Grandeur and Plein Jeu. Plein Jeu usually starts a suite or a Gregorian chant hymn from 4 or 5 parts, and sometimes this hymn tune is played in the tenor voice with the pedal reed, 8-foot level, or together with the 4-foot level clairon. But the main principle of Plein Jeu is this: we have to have principals and mixtures, no flutes and no reeds in the manuals. Grand Plein Jeu adds 16-foot based plenum basically sound to the organ, and Petit Plein Jeu is like Plein Jeu with mixtures but on the positive. Do you agree, Osha?
Yes, yeah.
So Grandeur, we haven't yet discussed this, but remember, Plein Jeu, Grand Plein Jeu and Petit Plein Jeu, right? And then Grandeur is usually for the final sections of the suite, final sections of the Gregorian chant hymn suite, like Veni Creator of
Nicolas de Grigny.
Yeah, or Francois Couperin mass settings, but not the last setting of the mass, but let's say Gloria or offertory, right, at the end of that, of the big section, right, Grandeur. And that is different from Plein Jeu because it doesn't have mixtures, it doesn't have principals. Instead, it has reeds and it has flutes, right?
Yes, that's right. That's, I think, very interesting, how French
and mutations,
registries
cornets as well. So flutes, reeds and cornets. I would also think that on the manuals, Grandeur, it could be coupled with the positive, yeah. On the positive, usually they have chromorn, yeah. So that could be part of the bigger sound if you want to couple. To put it together with the pedals, sometimes in the cadences, French classical composers required pedal playing, right? But remember, in French classical organs, they didn't have big pedals, full compass pedals. They only had flute 16, right? They only had 8 flute and reeds, trumpet, no posaune, no something like this. Trumpet 8, clarion 8, those 2 reeds. So obviously it's much different than a big modern organ pedal board, pedal sound. Mainly what you have to remember from the Grandeur tradition is that you use flutes, reeds and mutations together with 16 feet in the manuals as well, like bourdon, right? That could work as well. Aushra, agree?
Yes, I agree.
What have you played on such registrations? Do you remember?
Well, I have never played like a real French classical instrument. I only imagined, playing it and tried to register things accordingly. But of course, most of the pieces that I played were by Nicolas de Grigny, like Veni Creator, setting of Veni Creator, and setting of Verbum Supernum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some pieces by François Couperin, also Marchand,
Pierre Dumas.
yes. I think André Raison, probably some of Clérambault. And that's probably it.
Yeah, Marchand was the earliest of them all. And then the final term is grand choeur that we need to discuss. And basically, this is Plein Jeu and Grandeur combined. All the mixtures, all the principles, all the flutes and reeds and cornets together, put together, reeds, right? And usually it's a very brilliant sound and basically full organ. And organs in that period were not as monstrous and bombastic as some of the gigantic organs are today. So even though it's full organ, it's still full to that period, not French symphonic sound grand choeur, right?
And of course, you would couple manuals together, yes.
Yes.
And usually you would have in such kind of pieces like Grand Choeur, you would have alternating sections. Like softer, you would jump to other manuals, to positive or resi, if you have one, and then you go back to the main manual.
Good question, Giovanni. It's not very often that we get to play French type of instruments in Lithuania. Do we even have French type of
No,
instruments?
we don't.
We have French type, French called organ stops, but they're
We don't sound French.
no.
Neither French romantic, symphonic, no classic.
But today with Hauptwerk and other virtual organs, you can of course play the sample sets from the French classical period. And for example, the one that we have is made by Sonus Paradisi, and you can check it out. It sounds a whole tone lower. That's a quite typical, I think, for French classical tuning level, pitch level, one whole tone level lower than a 440.
I think I have done a demonstration for that instrument.
Yes.
Way back when pandemic was.
Good. So Giovanni can take take a look at this demonstration as well. We will link to the description of this video, and people could check it out. All right, guys. Do we have anything else to add, Osha, at this time about French classical registrations? Of course, there are softer registration combinations of French classical, but
yes, but maybe we will discuss it next time.
yeah,
And be careful when you play French classical music. You really need to know how to do it, because otherwise it might sound really boring.
one of the ways to do it is to play inegal notes, sequences of equal note values, usually 8 notes. They need to be like in a swinging fashion. One is longer, another is shorter, and sometimes that inegal becomes even like overdotting, like French overtures have, even if you have equal notes, the first is really long and the second is really short. So that is very characteristic for French Baroque overtures, which translate very well for trumpet tunes as well. Okay, thank you guys for your questions. Let us know what you think, and send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching and practice materials for every area of organ playing. Thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, improvise or compose your own music, and much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you like our organ music, you can also support us on Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Find out more at buymeacoffee.com/organduo.